And these were both sort of classified as mixers, where people are doing these on-chain transactions jointly with other individuals in order to get on-chain privacy, so that your footprint on the blockchain gets obfuscated. You sort of blend in with a bunch of other people. Yeah, these cases, they've been labeled like money launderers, facilitating terrorism stuff, some crazy charges. And I think they're quite ludicrous in both cases, and I hope they get, in the case of Tornado Cash, overturned, and in the case of Samurai Wallet, I hope they at least have the money laundering charges dismissed. It's pretty ludicrous, especially when their users held their own keys. So that set off like a really dangerous standard, and a lot of companies in the space worried about what that meant for Lightning, especially even if you were a self-custodial Lightning wallet, what that entailed. If you were running a service where you weren't even necessarily touching users' funds or controlling them directly, but connecting them to networks or doing these other operations. So yeah, we're definitely not out of the water yet. Some Lightning wallets in the space, they decided to retract operations from the United States. So Wallet of Satoshi, that was a custodial one. They just basically rugged everyone. Coming up on like a year now. I think it was on Thanksgiving, and we were all talking at the dinner table, and I was checking my phone. I'm like, why would you guys just do that now to U.S. users when they were supposed to be with their families? I thought that was very uncouth. And then our friends at Phoenix Wallet, they're based in France. They probably got the biggest Lightning node in the world. They decided to pull out of the U.S. market too, citing some of the past cases, Tornado Cash and Samurai Wallet. And it was at that point we had to make a really difficult decision. Now people are asking me like, Evan, what are you going to do? Are you going to throw in the towel? Are you going to, get out of the U.S.? What are you going to do? And like, it was scary for a moment. And it was scary, especially since I had a son on the way. I have a newborn son, and obviously I want to see him grow up, and I want to help raise him. So the prospect of being jailed for shipping free and open source software and opening up channels on the Lightning Network was really scary, but there was just simply no other decision for me, at least. I'm from the United States. I was born here. Even if I were to go move somewhere else, the United States government would still see me as their property. And the way I see it, I still see it, it's like we hadn't broken any laws. I think, for the custodial apps, there's more of a gray area, but for the self-custodial Lightning services, no laws have been broken. And, I certainly don't think crimes are being facilitated on these networks. At least in the framing that these prosecutors are trying to, label them as. So I'm really glad we made our decision, that we put our foot down.